I really hope I don't pigeonhole myself into the mobile game video niche. Anyways, you know Candy Crush? That game your MAGA aunt puts on the toilet while ranting about the theory that aliens secretly live inside pharmacies in Slovenia? Yeah, well, one day one of the greatest philosophers of our generation thought, let's make that into a game show, hosted by a famous member of the trapezoid jaw subspecies, Mario Lopez. Hold on, what does Mario Lopez, even do? What does Mario Lopez even do? Mario Lopez is a ubiquitous American wrestler for known as the host of NBC's Access Hollywood. I kind of don't care. Anyways, where was I in the script? Hold on. The 2017 game show Candy Crush premiered on July 9th, 2017 on CBS, who seemingly cares so little about the show that they by Mr. Monkey. Hold on, it gave me an alert that my battery was low. Rumor has it that Mr. Monkey has special abilities to control CBS lawyers. He supposedly gained these abilities after a freak accident that occurred as a result of being covered in detergent while playing Websworld Z while trying to order Burger King off of the Pizza Hut website. Anyways, the premise of the show was that trapezoid jaw Lopez made contestants play Candy Crush in ridiculous ways on their world record-sized touchscreens, and then Mario gives the winners a bunch of money. You know, sometimes I wonder what the contestants did with all of this money. Imagine if one of them invested it into stocks and it worked out, and now when people ask them how they got rich, they have to do a whole 5-minute prayer to thank Trapezoid Lopez for giving them the chance to become a multimillionaire.
I believe Kim Kardashian has cast a spell on Kimi Antonelli, or possibly stolen his essence, and if we see him drop off in form over the next few races, it'll be because of this moment right here.
Any may perchance haps. The show only ever got one season, since people would rather get bitten by a dog with rabies than watch this. So we only ever got 10 episodes. All the episodes were in the ballpark of 40 minutes. I don't know. It's 1 a.m. while writing this part of the script. And it says in store between store signs there, it says, make meta joke about reading this part out. The series launched a very negative reception, and it says, also in star signs, show screen recording of you reading out the comments on the upload of the promo for the series. Every day we stray further from God's way. This could be the premise of the next idiocracy in that movie face. This reminds me of how people talked about the Ben 10 reboot. They still talk about it like this. First the emoji movie, now this. Why? How many executives approved this idea? This feels like a parody of a straight fan.
Julian Assange scoured the embassy to find the quietest room available. That peaceful place turned out to be the women's bathroom.
Anyways, Family Guy cut we gotta go over. I'm gonna give a brief summary of some random episode I watched at 2 times speed while not paying attention on mute at 1 a.m. But before that, you know how YouTubers in 2020 were Guys, please subscribe. Only 5% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm sorry. Only 8.2% of people who watch my unfunny videos are subscribed. So please subscribe. It says there in brackets censored when the number grows. Anyways, back to it. It says censored in brackets there as to like imply I'm a greedy bastard, and I want to make money on this video in the future. So yeah, it just said censored in brackets there. Every episode starts with the same bad intro that makes you want to become a lab-grown meat scientist living in Cape Town who is a fan of Geometry Dash. Can you guys pretend that joke was funny? Mario gets his contestants and makes them play Candy Crush in bullshit ways, like suspended up in the air doing matches with a weird glove on a stick, and while getting torn and feathered. There are several teams of 2, and then after several teams of 2 play Candy Crush in the strange way he gives one of them money or something. I don't know. What was the next line? I wasn't paying attention. I had in picture-in-picture mode on Discord, debating the ethics of dead naming Chris Chan. Can you guys pretend that joke was funny? Anyways, as you can see, this show was horrible on several levels. Psychologically, it is one of the worst things I've had to sit through. I must have been angry while writing this. I must have been angry. It's even worse than having the entire contents of a septic tank shoot out on you. Dave Matthews bad. I hate using both of these words, but I can only describe it as normie slop. If the food on budget Airlines was a show, this would be that show. This is the type of show you'd catch someone with dementia watching during their last 2 weeks of life. You know what? I have a perfect idea in my head of who watches a show. Like Pro Israel, lives in San Francisco, has a MacBook, works at BuzzFeed, and is like a cisgender gay male. And in modern day, he's like 40 and desperately trying to cling on to his youthfulness, but it's not really working out for him. This show was made in a lab to be the most mind-numbing bullshit made by human hands. Oh, I must have been angry while writing. I must have been so angry while writing this. I have a cinnamon stick I take bites out of sometimes. No, this wasn't made by human hands. This was made by early versions of AI that were only accessible to the elite. It says in quotations. That's true, by the way. They actually had that. That's what it says in the quotations of script. And this show has nothing of substance, which isn't shocking. It's not like everything it needs to have vast amounts of meaning or whatever. But it's not entertaining either. It's just not. If you turn off your brain and watch this, it's still not very fun. Hold on, what was the next line? It's just sort of boring. And that's why this never got a season 2. Because it was very underwhelming and boring. There just isn't really anything to this. And when news got out that it was that I wasn't getting a season 2, I don't really think many people cared that much. Huge thanks for Jake Miller for making the video that made me find out this exists, to Mr. Monkey for some guy on YouTube called Deadbeat Drag for making the song which I'm about to play in this outro, a dude called and to the UN for doing nothing.